Amazing Ampharos here, and I'm about to attempt to take on the Lord Dragon, the final boss in Final Fantasy IV The After Years Dangerous Postgame. Now, the main thing to note about the Lord Dragon is that the very first action he takes in battle is always Tidal Wave, an incredibly powerful multi-target non-elemental spell. No lunar phase reduces it, and on average it does about 4,000 damage to every character, which of course is more damage than any of my characters have health. However, Kain is close to having enough health, so if I max out his magic defensive equipment, and I get lucky with a low damage roll from Tidal Wave, Kain might survive that first hit. And it turns out that if Kain survives the first hit, the entire fight becomes winnable. Because Ed will get one action before the Lord Dragon, and I'll of course spend this action on throwing a Spider Silk. And slow, the Lord Dragon won't take enough turns to prevent me from bringing my whole party back. And while he will use Tidal Wave again, by the time he does, I'll stack 5 shells on Kain, so Kain will survive no matter what the damage roll is. It'll still kill the rest of the party, but the rest of the Lord Dragon's attack pattern is not sufficiently dangerous that I can't win even if my party's knocked down to just Kain. So I get the slow off, and here I'm just really hoping for luck. Kain lives. Okay, now I can probably win. From here I need to start reviving the party. I can get everyone back from Rydia before the next action. Actually, I could bring everyone back, but I'm actually going to haste Rydia. Or Torum, rather. Because Torum really needs to heal our party with Curaga ASAP. Now everyone's back and Torum's hasted. And I'm in pretty good shape for this. Now I'm going to start hasting everyone, and I'm going to have Golbez draw attacks to taunt, with most of what this boss does is single target. So drawing all the dangerous stuff he can do to Golbez, who is both expendable and durable, is clearly the best decision I can make. Like right there, Golbez is going to die. But that's A-OK, because Golbez's job is to take hits for this team. And I need to heal pretty aggressively with Torum, as I need to get Kain back to full health. The other character's in enough health, so they'll probably survive hits from Lord Dragon. And I need to start laying down those shells, because I will eventually have to eat another Tidal Wave, and it's just asking for too much to expect you're going to survive 2 Tidal Waves with Kain in one fight. The odds were really very bad on surviving that first one. The boss using Protecting Shell on himself honestly really sucks, because there's no good way to remove it. The spell probably could, but it has like no accuracy, and that takes up 4 precious turns. So I'm just going to have to deal with doing less damage with all my attacks for the entire rest of the fight. I'm going to start laying shells along with the Curagas now that everyone's in pretty good health. Though pretty good health is really not enough for Kain. Kain needs absolutely full health. The one nice thing that Golbez has going for him here is that the Hero Shield has a passive effect. It's the same thing as the Cursed Ring. Any elements you would otherwise resist, you instead absorb. And since I have the Crystal Helm on Golbez, which resists every element, Golbez absorbs every element now. Something that previously was restricted to Edge. And since Golbez is drawing all attacks to himself, any single target elemental move automatically does nothing but fully heal Golbez. And as always, poison is status effect least for healing. 4 shells now, so one more and I should be in good shape to take a tidal wave. Boss sometimes physically attacks, so I'm probably going to take the opportunity to throw a blink on Golbez as well. While Golbez's main job is to die for the team, it's obviously even better if he actually happens to survive these things. And from here I should have the fight won, but this boss still has a couple nasty things he could do. Hopefully he won't show us any of those. Well, there went everyone's pain. But that was expected. With haste up, Kane gets turned really rapidly. And now I've already brought back everyone but Rydiak. And he Maelstrom me again after Tidal Wave, which is hardly a guarantee, but really is the best thing the boss can possibly do after Tidal Wave. Now I'll get everyone some kind of health, and then I'll probably prioritize healing up Kane. Because it would be really horrible if Kane died. Boss, I swear the boss is repeating his pattern from earlier in the fight. And this will get, again, everyone to pretty good health, but importantly, meaning that if I see another tidal wave now, it's not going to send me to the game over. And death actually stuck on Golbez, which is terrible luck, but something that really couldn't be helped. And there's really no reason for me to reapply all those shells to the characters who died. Because while they'd help Golbez out, they take a lot of turns to impede, and if we see another tidal wave, everyone's going to die other than Kane. Again, as Golbez absorbs every element, so Diamond Dust is just a huge deal for him. Actually, the way my characters are set up, the only character who really can be hurt by elemental attacks is Rydiak. But she has a huge amount of magic defense, so only the ones that are strong enough that they don't really care so much about her magic defense and are instead targeting her 4 HP are going to be a threat. And that was a shame, but there was really nothing I could do about that. So to sum it up, the strategy for this fight really did boil down to Kane is a tank, and Golbez takes one for the team. Making him incredibly selfless for someone who used to be a villain. boss does at least have considerably less health and defense than all of the other bosses in the post-game, so he actually goes down relatively quickly. And by relatively quickly, I mean probably about to go down. There it is, final attack meteor, which is going to kill a lot of characters, but Kane, of course, with 5 shells, has no chance of dying. It turned out only Rydia ate it this time. It's a little random. And now I have Ragnarok, a sword that is worse than Ultima Weapon for a considerably tougher trial. And I have now cleared the post-game. If you want to make it through with a party that does not include Kane, I'll start by saying really good luck. But if you insist, then you have a couple options. If you've been using Edward the whole game, you just stack every bit of speed-increasing equipment you can on him. You have a chance you might be able to hide before Tidal Wave. You can hide before Tidal Wave, then you can Sal Phoenix down, and you'll be right back in the fight really quickly. And if you keep him hidden, any further Tidal Waves aren't really going to be able to do anything to stop him. Now, if you don't have Edward or Kane or another character of such high health, you're only going to be able to win by gaining levels until whoever your highest health character actually is can be outfitted to have a chance to survive Tidal Wave. So in that sense, I was fortunate with my party setup that Kane had a chance to survive. I actually could have, if Kane's around level 50, not even a chance. Kane will always survive. Because he gains so much HP per level that he probably would pass 4,000 with just one more level, and a couple more beyond that he's going to move outside of the damage range completely. But yeah, that pretty much wraps up all the fighting for the After Years. I had a lot of fun with the After Years, and while the story was certainly nothing to write home about, I really think this combat pushed Final Fantasy IV about as far as it could go. You saw I used a whole lot of different mechanics throughout the game, with all the various spells, with white and black. I had to juggle equipment a lot because there was actually a lot of different viable stuff, and a lot of these command moves came in handy at different times. In the post-game, it was mostly dominated by double cast and taunt, but everything had its moment in some. Unfortunately, the strategy I used to get through the post-game didn't really rely on bans very much. Bans are those really cool party attacks. They're really a pretty nice addition to the game, but you really have to have a party built to use them. I am going to put one more video in this playlist. It's just going to be an exhibition of all the bans that are in this game that I haven't used so far in the playlist. I'll see you guys next time with that, and after that, I'll be done with the After Years. Have a good one.